It could be the difference between life and death. It really absolutely can. What we've been told is there's no end in sight.
They are the first ones to answer our calls for help, but they're missing something vital. Good evening, I'm Kelly Dunn.
I'm Michael Williams. First responders in our community are the latest to feel the pinch of the nation's drug shortage, and it threatens countless victims relying on that emergency care. News Channel 5's Alex Sanz joins us with the story you'll see only on 5. Alex.
It has affected departments across our area, Michael, small and large, and the truth is every single one of us is affected. In fact, some first responders tell us the worry is so great, many of them just can't sleep at night. It can happen to any of us, anywhere we are, as Ray Porter knows.
I was out at gun club playing basketball, and the guy undercut me, and I hit my head on the ground and split it open. Needed about 22 stitches.
First responders are on the front lines, keenly aware of the problem. It's eye-opening. From 2005 to 2010, all over, the number of drugs in short supply, they tripled.
We've basically, in essence, what we've done is just continuously put Band-Aids on an infected wound. And at some point, if this continues, we're just going to run out of Band-Aids.
Consider this. The Palm Beach County Fire Rescue covers a geographic area the size of Rhode Island, the population of 5 states. At any given time, as much as 80% of the drugs it needs are in short supply. Drugs used to treat head injuries, congestive heart failure, drugs to stop seizures.
We've taken a complicated situation and made it much more complicated. We're asked to be paramedics and pharmacists on the scene.
There's no single reason for the shortage, nor is there a single solution. Sometimes it's increased demand, driving some drug prices up by as much as 400%. Other times, a manufacturer just goes out of business.
So in essence, what ends up happening is the patient may wait longer for a drug, they may get a reduced amount of drugs that they might normally get, or they may not get the drug at all.
The FDA is concerned, and it's pushing for action, calling on drug manufacturers to stay ahead of potential shortages. Still, as Ray Porter knows, there is no end in sight.
You know, they're calling because, I need assistance right now. But they may not know they don't have whatever, We're not thinking about that.
The FDA tells us the shortages we have today are half what they once were, about 117 last year, compared to almost double that the year before. One proposed fix is this: convincing the state to let first responders here use some drugs that other states have beyond their expiration date. It is, Michael, a big worry across this area.
Alex, thank you. An illustration of that point: on Florida's West Coast, the Collier County Emergency Medical Services Director wants permission to buy needed drugs from more than one approved source, saying flexibility is needed. As the worry grows, we asked News Channel 5 medical expert Dr. David Soria to weigh in.
If you're getting called to a home and a patient has a broken limb, severe pain, these are medications that they're not in stock. And so it definitely ties the hands of our paramedical providers to be able to treat our patients prior to getting to the hospital in the best manner.
One possible solution to this, he says, may be in our backyards.
Hospitals have bigger purchasing power. They can get those medications and then share those with the EMS community. So there's ways to get around it, but we have to get our arms around this crisis before it gets a lot worse.
And we have a full list of the drugs that are in short supply. You can find that list on WPTV.com.